Hey, good morning, everyone. Rob here for Southwest Florida Television. Happy Thursday. Still breezy out here, not nearly as breezy as yesterday. The water is a little bit calmer, but still rough. It's about 7 minutes after 7 o'clock right now. Temperature about 80, 81. Feels a bit warmer. Got a heat advisory in effect, meaning it's going to feel warmer than it actually is today. Going to get up to 90, feel a bit warmer than that. Water temperature is somewhere between 84 and 87. There is a rip current statement out, so be careful if you go in the water. A lot nicer than yesterday morning. We're just going to take a little stroll up Vanderbilt Beach, see what happened during the night. See how high that water rose. The moon is behind the clouds. Our big, what is it, the blue moon, the super moon, just went behind the clouds. I did get a little video of it earlier this morning. I'll share that in my first look video, so check back later today. Be good. Morning. That's a storm coming at us. That's the front edge of the storm. Saw some lightning down to the south this morning, way down by Marco. Hang on one second. Sorry about that. What's up, Dexter? Look who showed up out here. It's actually nice walking out here.
Oh, it's very nice.
Man.
It's like 84 degrees and no wind out there.
Yeah, you get out here and you get a nice little breeze. Nothing like yesterday.
I know.
Were you out here yesterday?
I walked the sidewalk.
Yeah.
I didn't fly yesterday. Yesterday, it was bad walking just for me on the sidewalk.
Oh, yeah?
It was really windy. Yeah.
Coming back, I walked, up to Wiggins, and It was brutal walking back into that wind. I was like, what was I thinking?
We still have like 3-foot waves out there, don't we?
Yeah, at least 3 foot. Yeah. It's it takes a while to calm down.
Yeah.
But that water, came up into the street up here yesterday.
I guess they lost about half of their sand, huh?
Yeah, it looks like the berm. It looks like it took the top of it off and just pushed it back up to the seawalls, so it's a lot lower.
Yeah.
And we don't have that big drop off anymore.
No.
Now, did you come in from Delnor Wiggins?
Yeah.
Did you see any sea turtle nests?
No.
Yeah, it looks like
not until we get down here to Turtle Farm.
You saw a couple, but there's
one there.
Yeah, but it looks like it was underwater.
Yeah,
it's sad. I think we lost them all.
I think so too. He was just driving up through there when I was walking.
Yeah, it was bad.
But I don't think there's anything more to check on that way.
Yeah. So Wiggins is closed. You see that? The parking lots are full of sand again.
Are they really?
Yep. There's nothing to stop it.
No,
there was nothing to stop that surge up there. I mean, it was just very low.
For a while then.
Yep. Unfortunately.
All right. Good to see you.
Let everybody see your smiling face there. There's our friend Dexter, everybody. Dexter says good morning. He says, get out here and start walking with him. That interruption there. Didn't see a whole lot of color this morning. These clouds really never lit up to the east. So that water came all the way back up into here. If you were listening in to my conversation with Dexter, yeah, the sand berm That emergency sand berm is kind of still here, maybe half of it. This looks like the top of it got shaved off and pushed back up to all the seawalls. Clouds are beautiful up here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Good morning. So I don't know for a fact if any water made it into any of these buildings here, any of these condos or homes. I don't think it did. I know it got up into some of the back lawns and stuff of the condos. I did see, ponds of, ponding water, big puddles in the backs of some of them, but it didn't look like it made it to the buildings. Hopefully it didn't. That's all we can do is hope, huh? Colors are late this morning. What colors we're getting, they are late this morning. Late but beautiful. These clouds are moving pretty fast. I assume you can hear me here. It's windy. I've got one of those big fuzzy things on my microphone, call it a woolly. And I got my microphone tucked in behind my shirt. Yesterday it was brutal. Couldn't hear a word I was saying out here over the wind. It was horrible. Sweet. Hey, Daryl. Thank you, Daryl. I like it when people respond. So if you watched my video yesterday, you saw how high the water was. I came out here at high tide. I was actually, it's about 20 minutes before high tide. Oh wow, look at this. Look at these colors over here in between the trees. Woo! That is glorious. Glorious, glorious, glorious. Sunrise is at 7:06 today, which obviously it's past 7:06, but we gotta wait for that sun to get up over the trees. Beautiful glow there. So yeah, yesterday, if you tuned in, you saw this was all water back in here. The water was actually rushing out right through there, out into the street. There's sand all out there in the road that they got to clean up. The benches got to get dug out here. Look at the benches. The sand's up to the seats in some of them here. The trash cans there, they don't have to worry about them blowing away. Look at that. They're halfway buried in the sand. Wow. So if you're just tuning in, this is the very south end of Vanderbilt Beach. Cabana Dan's just pulling up over there in this pickup truck, getting ready to get set up again, once again. Let's see how high that water came up by the Turtle Club. Hit that share button, send some stars if you're liking what you're seeing here. I get a penny for each star that you send. Tips, hugely appreciated, hugely, especially right now. Bill time, crunch time, money time. No tip is too small or too big. You can find a link to my PayPal account in the description of this post. I'd like to send a little thank you, a token of appreciation. You can also find me on Venmo and Apple Pay. Venmo's awesome. No fees on Venmo. I love that. No fees for you anywhere. The fees are on my end. PayPal, Venmo, Apple Pay. Yesterday we were walking along here and I was saying, yeah, it's probably not a good idea to be going out in that water. Those waves are stronger than they look. They'll knock you on your butt. And right as I said that, it knocked somebody down in the water. You don't realize the force of these waves until you get out there. They don't look like much. Right today they're not like they were yesterday, obviously. Again, there is a rip current statement out, which means there could be a rip tide here, so you got to be really careful if you go in the water. Don't fight it. If you ever get stuck in a rip tide, in a rip current, don't fight it. Just let it carry you out. Let it carry you out and then swim parallel to the shore once it gets you out there, and then come back. Just don't resist. Tire you out, and that's bad news. And if you're just tuning in, again, Del Norwegians is closed. The parking lot's filled up with sand. I had a feeling that was going to happen. There's nothing there with the dunes gone to block the water. And so parking lots 1 and 2 are full of sand again. I don't know how long it's going to take them to get it open. Maybe we'll make it up there today. Very, very easy walking here this morning. Very easy. Just about low tide right now. The sand is very hard here and compact. I don't know what's in store for us at high tide today. Hopefully not like it has been. Nothing like it has been. It's gorgeous out there, isn't it? Yeah, up to the north. Bad. Well, you know, coastal flooding, homes taking water. Rivers, the Myakka River overflowed. It's Crystal Spring. Lots of flooding. The further north you go, obviously, the worse it gets. Let's check on the Turtle Club over here. See how high that water got. It was up to the seawall yesterday when we were here, yesterday morning, about 11:30ish. You know, I'm not the news. I'm just out here. I kind of tell it like it is, what I see. I don't claim to know it all. If somebody tells me something, and if I think it's a credible source, I'll share it. I try not to share rumors. Social media is notorious for rumors. And they get spread so easily. People just fall for the rumors. Just because it's on the internet, they think it's true. Check your facts. Check the dates on posts also. Always check the dates on posts. I have seen people resharing things that are 2, 3, 4 years old, and people think it's happening now. It's like, pay attention to the dates. Very, very important. Just getting their chairs out here at the Turtle Club. It's actually the Vanderbilt Beach Resort. Everybody calls it the Turtle Club just because of the Turtle Club restaurant, which is not open. The resort is open. Turtle Club's opening, come November sometime is what they're hoping. But this is where all those chairs and tables are out in this sand patio. This is the closest waterfront dining, beachfront dining there is here in Naples. You couldn't be any closer to the beach than the Turtle Club. Looking forward to its reopening. I see some little dark spots in the sand there. That water might have came up over the seawall a little bit here. But they did well. We don't want to see anything happen to the Turtle Club. They had enough bad stuff. We want them to open. Hurry up and open. Awesome morning. Well, dodged another one.
Yeah, that's it.
Man, thank goodness on that one, huh?
I know.
Let's hope that's it.
Absolutely.
Let's hope that's it.
Fingers
Stay
crossed.
away. You got that right.
Yeah.
You guys did all right, right? It never.
We did.
Never.
Yeah, no.
It looks like it splashed over a little bit.
Splashed over, but other than that, that's it.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
Got to move some sand around.
You let me know when it's getting ready to open. Everybody wants to know here. Come.
Will do.
It's like they're all excited.
Yep.
Can't wait to see those tables and chairs out here.
Oh, I know.
Man, it's nice out though with this breeze.
It really is.
You have a good one. Probably see you on the way back. It is really very, very pleasant out here right now with this breeze. We are so lucky here, so fortunate to have dodged the brunt of that storm, unlike other folks up to the north of us. Cedar Key, hearing the stories coming out of there, people that stayed there, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Cloud is spectacular. That's a thunderstorm, but it is spectacular. I mean, right now, just awesome out there, these clouds with the reflections. No other word but glorious can describe that. It's all about the glory. The Vanderbilt Beach and Harbor Club over here to my right. I think they fared all right here. I think they fared well. I showed you this yesterday, but a lot of you couldn't hear. It was just so windy. Nobody could hear. It was so windy. But you can see how much sand was pushed up to the seawalls here. Look at that. There was a couple stairs there. They're buried. Again, trash cans halfway buried. That sand is pushed right up flush to the seawalls here. Where this sand came from was that emergency sand berm. The top of it just got pushed off and pushed back to the seawalls. So it's not very high anymore. So, next big question is, are they going to spend $25 million to do it again? I don't know. It obviously wouldn't do a darn bit of good if a hurricane hit us directly. Let's see, our sea turtle man Marcus has been out already. He's put some new caution tape on one of the remaining nests. It was underwater for quite a while. Keeping our fingers crossed that we get some babies out of there, but a lot of nests got washed away. A lot of nests. I don't think there's too many here left on our beach. Very, very sad. Step up onto it's not like a big step, a couple inches up here. I want to look into the back of the Vanderbilt Beach and Harbor Club. It's one of the beach accesses here. Let's see what happened, if anything, back here. I don't think the water made it back in here. I don't see any puddles or anything. Up to the north, we saw some puddles behind some of the buildings. I just think we were very, very, very fortunate this time around here in Naples. All the swimming pools that were behind these buildings, the ones that had them on the ground, at ground level, they all filled up with sand during Hurricane Ian. Remember, Hurricane Ian, the water was lapping up to the second floors of some of these buildings. This last hurricane was nothing like that. They're still in the rebuilding process in all these buildings up and down Vanderbilt Beach. Kind of putzing around here, not moving very fast. Just kind of enjoying the morning. I've already been walking up and down the beach in the dark. I get here early, and now with that sun coming up later and later, Yeah, yesterday there was water all back up in here. We saw standing water. There's a little low spot right in here. It was all full of water. And it's gone. There's the little Gulf Point of Naples. Nothing happening. Gulf Point friends. Feel bad for you, all you folks that had timeshares in that building, just kind of in limbo. It's hard to believe it's going to be a year, the end of September, since Ian blew through here. Actually just blew past us. I know we have friends that watch that are curious as to what's going on with this building here, this white building. And the answer is nothing. Nothing. Still very barren along where the dunes used to be. Floridian Club there. Again, the back of Gulf Point of Naples. The Floridian Club. Beautiful sun. Just up here was all water as well. It ponded, came up over the dune, the emergency berm, and was ponding. All back up in here. Looks like it's all dried up. That share button. Let your friends see what our beach looks like here. We're here. Nothing really too major here. No serious damage here in North Naples. Thank the Lord for that one. Send some stars if you're appreciating my efforts. I don't see one single star there on Facebook. You get a penny for each star that you send. So far only one sea turtle nest. We saw one surviving nest here on Vanderbilt Beach. Should be a couple more up here. Thank you for the stars. Okay, I know they're working. Thank you. I just wonder, sometimes they don't work. Sometimes people send stars and they don't show up. It's kind of weird. Take a little stroll. I think I'll take a little stroll into Belnor Wiggins today. Planning on taking it easy today. So I'm not in a super rush to get out of here. I'm just at the mercy of my battery. La Playa. I'm sure they'll be putting their chairs out here in a little while. I don't know if folks are going to put umbrellas up today. Still a little breezy. Yeah, the couple nests that were here by La Playa, the sea turtle nests, I don't see any of them here. Darn it. Joan, good morning. This part of the La Playa, this wing over here, this is not open yet. They're still cleaning that up from Hurricane Ian. Should be getting close. Should be getting close. when the wind's going to die down here. It's about half as windy as it was yesterday. It's a beauty out there, isn't it? That cloud. A beauty. I love the clouds. There's love. The cloud formations. You can never get enough of them with that blue sky. Even if they're threatening thunderstorms, they're just so majestic. So did y'all take my advice and tune in to Wink News to get your latest weather advisories? In my opinion, they do great local coverage. That's my favorite local net or station. CBS is not my favorite network, but that's my favorite local. Just couldn't resist snapping off a photo of that cloud. Very cool looking. Do you see any critters there? Any cloud creatures in that one? Kind of looks like a little tail sticking up there on the right. A couple ears sticking up on top. See, there is debris shoved up on the beach. It's mostly tree branches and stuff. One here sticking up. The berm is kind of still here. Part of the berm is still here. They just, I think, lost maybe a foot of sand off the top of it. You don't have that big drop off anymore. Now it's just a very gradual slope, which is nice. Come November, they're going to start piling more sand on our beaches here. Widen all of our beaches. Yay. So looking forward to that. Those trucks running up and down the beach again. Those big old ruts that they leave from their tires. Stepping over them. But you can kind of see the little bump there. You can kind of see the little rise. You should be able to see it. The mighty emergency sand berm. You can see how flat it is. That water came right up and over it. Yes, I was hoping. No, I thought darn it, there was a nest back up in here. Hopefully it hatched. It didn't get washed out. one back up in here. Earlier I was talking about debris from Hurricane Ian being out in the water and being buried in the sand and getting dislodged. It's mostly, there's a lot of like construction debris out there, tree branches. I have seen some washed up on the beach. I really thought it was going to be a lot messier here. I'm happy about that. I'm sure it's a lot messier up to the north of us, Bonita, Fort Myers Beach. Fort Myers Beach took a bit of a pounding again, unfortunately, street flooding. Charlotte, I know Charlotte County, Punta Gorda, Port Charlotte got hit pretty hard. I don't know how bad Cape Coral got hit up there. Just gets worse and worse as you go further north up the coast. See, there's a big tree stump up there on the beach. They got pushed up. So I think if you're out in the water, that's where you've got to be careful, is in the water. You can see them here on the beach, but if that's just sticking up in the water, that's going to mess you up if you're walking along, because you can't see the bottom now with these waves. Walter and Daisy's house, none of the sea turtles' nests are left here. All gone. Man, this was like a little commune for our sea turtles. There was nests everywhere up here. Oh, I take that back. I think I see one, yes. It was up on the top center of the berm. It says the berm, hopefully they weren't underwater too long, hopefully. This is where we wanted them to come, up on this new berm. Hopefully these guys survived, weren't underwater too long. Hopefully they didn't drown. So there's a positive thing from the berm. Those babies hatched, they'll be thankful. They'll be obligated to the berm. And they'll come back here, and remember, 1 in 1,000 survives. If 100 come out of that nest, will any of them come back? Will they come back to the berm in 30 years or however long it takes? I always forget how long it takes for them to mature and come back and nest. Out there swimming, boarding. It's got a board. remember to keep looking up. Always look up. It's a good philosophy for life. Just keep looking up. Oh, I think these folks here lucked out. They had enough damage from Hurricane Ian. I don't think the water came up into these lower units. There's nothing in the lower units right now. They're completely gutted. Some studs, that's about it. Some framing. They re-poured the decks. The decks got just lifted right out the concrete patios there by Hurricane Ian. I don't think the water made it into them. Thank God. This was another one of those places where there was a whole bunch of sea turtle nests. I don't see one out here left on the beach. Some of these pools, you see how they're above ground. They still got ruined by the hurricane by Ian, not the last hurricane. There was a nest way back in here. I think that hatched. It was over to the left of the boardwalk here. I think that one hatched before the storm, thankfully. But it was way back up in there. Alright, while you're sitting there watching these videos, keep in mind who's doing all the walking for you. Making it easy. Wish you were here walking with me. Keep in mind that I do depend on your financial support to make ends meet every month, and it's time to make ends meet. It's meeting time, bill time. Send some stars there on Facebook. I get a penny for each star you send. If you want to bypass Facebook and not support Facebook when you purchase those stars, you can send a tip directly to me via PayPal, Venmo, Apple Pay. You can find a link to my PayPal account in the description of this post. Every dollar counts, my friends, every dollar. I love coming out here. I'd rather be out here doing this and sharing this with my friends than working indoors somewhere at a job I don't like. I love being out here with you. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. In a couple minutes here, I'm going to take a break. Take a water break. With that heat advisory in effect here, meaning it's going to feel a lot warmer than it actually is. Inland parts of Southwest Florida could feel like 110 today. Don't be afraid to take a drink of water every now and then, even if you don't feel thirsty. Don't overdo it. Just rehydrate. Take a a couple swigs. And if, for some reason, you feel thirsty and you start drinking and you can't quench your thirst, if your thirst doesn't get quenched, stop drinking. That's a bad sign. Stop drinking. Just stop drinking. You are rehydrated. Somebody actually died from that not too long ago. If you feel dizzy, nauseous, that's a sure sign of heat exhaustion here. Happens all the time. People have to just sit down. It happens to me every once in a while. As long as I've been living here in Florida, it happens to me sometimes. Nobody is immune. I just was walking along and I saw this little teeny puppy walk by me. Right by me. I thought I was seeing things. So small. Not supposed to have dogs out on the beach, but she's no bigger than a seagull. He or she. Look at that little thing. I thought I was seeing things. This owner's over there by the water. Like, what the heck was that? I thought it was a piece of trash blowing by me. I thought it was a paper bag or something blowing by. Yeah, no dogs on the beach here. And now, no therapy dogs. They are cracking down on therapy dogs all over now, Collier County. If that is not they will check, they will look for your papers. If you say it is a service dog, you better have your papers ready to go. Too many people were taking advantage of that and they ruined it for the others. All right. Coming up to the end of Vanderbilt Beach, up by Mariah Bay here. Mariah Bay did well. These two condos over here, this one on my right and the one just to the right of it. I did see ponding water in their lawns, in their back lawns, side lawns yesterday. But I don't think any water got in the buildings. I'm not the news, I don't know for sure. Just telling you what I see. What I see, what I've seen. Alright. 2 people sent stars. All the people watching. And only 2 sent stars this morning. Interesting. Maybe they sent tips. Ooh, wouldn't that be sweet? Alright, there's Delnor Wiggins up there ahead of us. I'm going to take a little stroll into there for a little while in part 2 of this morning's beach walk. So check back in a little while. I'm going to take a break here, my water break, and I shall return. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for being a friend. And until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay strong. Tally ho, my friends, tally ho. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Robb Stan. God bless. Boy, it's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Thankfully, did not get rained on. I love it.